What is up, guys? We have some massive character news for Wuthering Waves today. The highly anticipated Mengzhou expansion is right around the corner, and Suisui is easily shaping up to be one of the most hyped support units in the entire game. Her official drip marketing just dropped a few days ago, confirming her spot as a premier healer for the massive version 3.5 patch. So, in today's video, we are breaking down everything revealed about Suisui so far. We are covering her release date, drip info, gameplay mechanics, expected playstyle, weapon type, her ideal echo set, and the biggest community speculation surrounding her. Before we jump in, if you want to stay updated on all things Wuthering Waves, smash that notification bell. Growing the channel gets us closer to hosting some epic giveaways, so remember to subscribe and leave a comment below. Let's not waste a single second and dive straight into it, because we have a ton of exciting 3.5 character info to break down. First up, who exactly is Suisui? Her official drip marketing gave us some fascinating lore regarding her identity and role moving forward. The official description reads, born into a noble family of Mingting, she is the brilliant young director of the Jiaoming Commerce Guild. Wielding a water fan, she weaves business deals into a grand tapestry of trade. The drip also reveals she can manipulate water in all its forms. When activating her forte, the landscape unfolds beautifully like a hand scroll. Mists rise, while mountains and rivers burst with vivid color as she conjures mist to aid her allies. This aligns perfectly with what we've caught a glimpse of from her official gameplay reveal. Now, let's look at her core attributes. Thanks to the drip marketing and recent information, Suisui is confirmed to be a 5-star Glacio Rectifier unit. Unlike the new version of Yang Yang, Suisui isn't built to be a main DPS. Instead, she's designated as the premier support for the entire 3.5 roster. Her official tags tell us exactly how she's meant to be played: healer support, damage amplification, and Glacio Chafe. Right off the bat, we know she provides robust healing and team-wide buffs while anchoring a negative status playstyle like Glacio Chafe. However, she looks incredibly viable as a universal support, which smoothly transitions us into her highly anticipated gameplay mechanics. We actually have a massive amount of breakdown info regarding her kit. Suisui is a dynamic healer and support who cycles through two distinct stances: Cleansing and Cleansing Rain. In combat, she constantly swaps between these modes, scaling heavily off both max HP and energy regeneration, making ER her absolute top priority stat. While in her cleansing state, she builds a unique resource called Stillness. Once capped, activating her resonance skill, Awakened Spring, shifts her into Cleansing Rain, triggers passive healing, and grants team-wide buffs. But the real magic happens during Cleansing Rain, where she starts accumulating floral stacks. This is where her utility gets absolutely ridiculous. Her outro skill, Rippling Waters, consumes these stacks to dish out scaled buffs. At base level, she grants a massive 25% all damage amplification for 40 seconds. As you consume more floral stacks, she unlocks massive perks like direct damage boosts for the incoming Resonator and attack buffs scaling up to 50%. She clearly isn't locked into a niche element. She functions as a premier universal buffer, looking like an upgraded version of Chissa. Moving on to her Resonance Liberation, it conjures a gorgeous landscape field that lasts for 25 seconds and persists even when she swaps out. This introduces an incredibly unique mechanic revolving around negative status ailments. The Ceaseless Landscape field boosts the max stack limit for all debuffs by 3. More importantly for Havoc Bane teams, whenever Havoc Bane triggers, enemies suffer direct defense ignore and Havoc resistance shred. This perfectly explains why the community is instantly pairing Suisui with the upcoming 3.5 Yang Yang, who acts as a premier Havoc Bane main DPS. Suisui is practically her tailored support, creating an absolutely top-tier synergistic duo. They're definitely shaping up to be the definitive power couple of the 3.5 patch. Her kit is looking immensely powerful. We also have details on her signature weapon, which features 413 base attack and a massive 77% energy regeneration. This lines up perfectly with her kit's reliance on ER and HP to maximize her buffs. It draws a lot of comparisons to Shorekeeper, making Suisui feel like a powerhouse hybrid of Chisa and Shorekeeper, but with significantly tuned-up numbers. When it comes to echo sets, her two best choices focus purely on team utility: Moonlight Clouds and Rejuvenating Glow. Moonlight Cloud stands out as her potential best-in-slot because the ER bonus and outro attack buff synchronize flawlessly with her innate 25% damage amplification. With the right setup, she could easily become one of the strongest buffers in Wuthering Waves. Looking at launch team compositions, her premier synergy partner is obviously the new 5-star Yang Yang, dropping in the first phase of 3.5. To fill out the final slot, theory crafters are heavily eyeing Electro Rover. Combining Electro Rover's flare mechanics and extra utility rounds out the team dynamic beautifully. Frankly, looking at how well their kits lock together, it feels like Kuro Games is deliberately building an entirely new meta archetype around this specific trio. Piecing everything together, Suisui is shaping up to be a foundational cornerstone of the Mengzhou expansion and the crown jewel support of the 3.5 lineup. She brings robust healing, enormous damage amplification, and unique debuff support. While she functions perfectly across any negative status team, her specialized Havoc Bane synergy makes her the absolute perfect partner for Yang Yang, establishing a lethal core meta team. A highly versatile universal support is exactly what players have been waiting for, especially since past top-tier supports like Shorekeeper or Verena can feel restrictive or highly contested. Suisui offers universal slot-in value, easily positioning her as one of the best overall supports of the entire 3.x patch cycle. We are still awaiting official beta footage, animation breakdowns, and precise numerical scaling, so expect a flood of new details over the next few weeks, which I will be covering right here. That wraps up our complete Suisui breakdown for today. I want to hear from you down in the comments. What are your first impressions of her kit? Are you pulling for Suisui, or are you saving your Astrite for Yang Yang and the other Mengzhou characters? If you found this breakdown helpful, smash that like button, subscribe, and hit the bell so you don't miss any upcoming 3.5 news. Thank you all so much for watching, and I will catch you in the next video.